Okay, so today is all about setting the scene. And this is one of my favorite parts of my story because I think the scene is pretty cool. So I spoke about how mine is a supernatural fantasy. So it's not like an epic fantasy with a whole new world. No, it's based on our world, but the supernatural elements of it. Angels, demons, and actual humans on Earth. And for majority part of the story I've already written and I've already planned takes place in hell. And I think it's really just so cool to actually see demons battling it out, going through trials and literally just smacking the life out of each other. I think it's one of my favorite parts, genuinely. But I think there needs to be more inclusion of Earth. There's even a scene with angels, obviously, in heaven and such. But now I'm just like, if we're going to be looking at all the different areas, then we have to have more things taking place on Earth. I am including scenes of demons interacting in the real world. Obviously, they can't be seen, but how like they interact with humans, make their lives a living hell from the background. Genuinely, I think the setting of my story is one of my favorite things because I just think it's just so much fun, the things you can do with your settings. Obviously, the characters make a big part of that because of like powers, their interactions, their fights, their battles. That definitely makes a huge part of it. But I think that's, the fact that it's meant to be hell or where demons live, not really hell. That's a long story. But basically, where the demons are currently residing, I can be a bit creative with it, I can make it. But I think this is where I'm really trying to go a bit deeper in terms of like descriptions and creativity. I want to show different parts of hell, essentially, or the different domains of the different demons that I'm writing about in the story, because they all are different, and so their territories are different. The demons under them who reside in their territories, the way that they interact are different. And so I've only briefly touched on their domains. And I think I definitely need to lean into it a bit more because I touched on their domains and then I went straight into battle because we've heard it all before. You need to be right into the action. You need to grip your reader from the very first scene of the book and the very first few chapters. So I really wanted to like go deep into the battles, the fights, the exciting bits, while still making it make sense and still letting it flow. But now I am trying to figure out, how do I now go find a way to take a pause from all that excitement and then go back into the different domains of the demons and exploring it more so that you can explore the chaos, because these are demons, and so it's not going to be any fluffy interactions. No, they're basically cussing each other out and fighting for everything, and it's a bunch of underhanded schemes. Literally they're demons. There's no niceties here. There's none of that nonsense. There's only chaos, drama, petty shade. There is just horrible things. It's demons in hell. But then I'm really just like, you really need to have more of Earth in your story. And even heaven, like I have one interaction up there because the book really is centered more on the demon side of things. I'm very much like, I really want to have these other elements in terms of the settings, but hell, it's where it's at. It's where it's at. It's the central focus. And I now need to try and corral us back to like the different domains of the demons. I am really excited about this part because, like I said, it's one of my favorite parts of the story. But I'm like, okay, I don't want to be too overly descriptive because, guys, we've all read a book where you can just tell that the writer is just, I don't know, trying their best to describe everything. And descriptions are great, but that overly descriptive writing sounds pretentious a lot of the time. Like, you're just showing us, big words and you know how to do this and that. And we're just like, we don't need all of that. You can describe something well. And obviously, yes, be detailed, but sometimes it's doing a bit too much. And you're just to the point where this isn't detail. This is just, it's just doing too much. I don't want to, fall into that category. But at the same time, I want it to be a case of a movie in your brain. I want you to see everything, to feel everything, to smell, to hear, to just be in the well, it wouldn't be the best thing to be in the moment of help. At the same time, I want readers to like be in the moment and like feel everything. Like you're there and you're like terrified, or you're like clutching your pearls, get me out of here. That's the experience. Obviously it's not the best of experiences, but that's what I want it to be. So I want the descriptions to be that good when it comes to my settings. You see everything from the hues and the colors to the different shapes to like the gore and the disgust. I want people to feel everything, to experience everything in its fullness, and chaotic fullness, yes, but in its fullness, to be able to say, oh my goodness, hell is terrifying. Hell is terrible. Get me out of here. I don't want to experience this. That's what I want. And I want to do it in a way that's like not pretentious and not doing too much. We're kind of like stuck because like, yeah. But yeah, so that's my setting, guys. That's where I'm at. I think this is kind of giving you guys a bit of more detail into the story that I'm writing. I hope you guys are just like, sounds a bit cool. But that's my setting. Let me know, what is your setting like? What is your world like? How do you go about building the world? Do you like your setting? Do you want to change it? Like what's going on? What's going on there? Because I love my setting, and so far I've taken quite great care, I would say, with crafting it, and I feel like there's even more to come. Let me know about your setting as we are going into another day. And remember, guys, there's a comment I responded to today, and it even inspired me. I was just like, I was responding to a comment, and then I was just like, Shelley, you should take your own advice. And I basically said that progress, not perfection, is the aim, is the goal at the end of the day when it comes to this writing adventure that we're going on in November. Remember, guys, progress, not perfection. Just keep writing, plotting. Yeah, just keep going and have fun while we're at it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.